Are you struggling with the dreaded 502 bad gateway error on your website? You're not alone. This common issue can be a real headache, but we've got you covered. I'm Jade from Rapyd, the high-performance hosting your platform deserves. In today's video, we're going to dive into the world of website errors, specifically tackling the notorious 502 bad gateway error, an error that happens when there is a communication problem between servers on the internet, causing a disruption in loading web pages. In this guide, I'll not only explain what can cause a 502 error, but also provide step-by-step solutions to fix it, making sure you can get your website back on track ASAP. Let's get started. The 502 bad gateway error can be caused by several factors, and they're all related to problems in the communication between servers. It often happens when a server acting as a gateway or proxy doesn't receive a timely response from an upstream server. Common causes can include server overload, which is when too many requests are sent to a server, overwhelming it. This can happen due to a surge in web traffic or resource-intensive processes. When overloaded, the server may not process requests efficiently or within the expected time frame, leading to delayed or no response to a gateway or proxy server. This results in the gateway server receiving an invalid response, causing the 502 error. Another common cause are network errors. They can lead to a 502 bad gateway error by disrupting the communication between servers. These errors can arise from issues within the network infrastructure, such as broken connections, routing problems, or failures in networking hardware. When these disruptions occur, a server acting as a gateway or proxy might not receive the expected response from an upstream server, triggering the error. DNS issues can cause a 502 error when there's a problem with the DNS configuration or service, preventing a server from resolving the domain name of an upstream server. This can happen due to DNS server unavailability or misconfiguration in DNS records. When a server can't resolve the domain, it can communicate with the upstream server, leading to the 502 error. Understanding the specific cause of the error is crucial for identifying the right solution. Now that we looked at some of the most common causes for this error, let's learn the different ways you can fix it. Refresh your page or try a different browser. It may seem simple, but more often than not, all it takes to fix a browser error is refreshing your page or checking if it can work in a different browser. Check the site status. Taking a look at the status of your site can help you understand if the site is simply down or if the problem is on your side of things. You can check your site's status by going to a website such as downforeveryone or justme.com. You simply paste your site's URL into this tool and it will tell you if the site is working correctly or if it's down for everyone. And if the site is down for everyone, you will know that all you can do is wait until it gets back online. Clear cache or try Incognito mode. If reloading didn't help and you've confirmed the site is not down, the issue can be with your browser's cached web page version. In that case, you can try loading the site in incognito mode or clearing your cache. The step-by-step of clearing cache in a browser will depend on which browser you're using. In Google Chrome, for instance, you should go to the top right corner of your window, click on the three dots, and then Clear Browsing Data. A window will pop up, and you need to make sure that cached images and files is checked before clicking on Clear Data. Flush DNS. A 502 bad gateway error might happen due to DNS-related issues. For example, after moving your website to a new host, the DNS propagation could take around 48 hours. Additionally, this error can come from your local DNS cache, which is a temporary storage on your device holding data about the domain names you visited before. If that's the case, you need to flush your DNS cache. On Windows, you can flush the DNS cache using the command prompt. To access it, type CMD into the Windows search on your taskbar and press Enter. You will now have access to your command prompt. Once the command prompt box is open, copy or type the command on screen. Wait a few seconds and when it's finished, you'll see a message that says "Successfully flushed the DNS resolver cache." If you're using a Mac operating system, enter or copy the following command in the terminal. Be aware that you will not receive a success message, but your DNS will have been flushed. If you're uncomfortable doing either of these, you can also use a third-party service such as Google Public DNS to temporarily change your DNS server. Next, check error logs. If the problem with your site is local, reviewing your website's error logs can be useful for pinpointing the root cause of a 502 error. These logs might reveal specific issues like conflicts with plugins or problems following an update that are leading to the error. To check your error logs, you'll need to access your site via an SFTP client, like for instance FileZilla. If you're a Rapyd user, from your Rapyd dashboard, click on the site you want to manage, click on Tools, then Logs. You will be directed to this page with all of your site's logs. If your host doesn't give you access to a logging tool, you can also add the code on screen to your wp-config.php file to enable logging. Next, deactivate plugins and themes. Often, server script cancellations are caused by problematic code on a site, possibly caused by third-party plugins or themes causing this error. Misconfigured caching plugins are common culprits too. To understand if your plugins are causing this error, deactivate them all. Don't worry, this will not result in data loss. If you have admin access to your dashboard, you can go to Plugins and click on Deactivate in the Bulk Action dropdown. This will deactivate all your plugins at once. If the error is solved, then you need to reactivate your plugins one by one to identify which one was causing it. To find out if a theme is causing the error, the procedure is the same as with the plugins. If you can't access your dashboard, then you should access your site's files via SFTP. Disable CDN or Firewall. If nothing has worked so far, the culprit could be your CDN or your firewall settings. Using a third-party CDN provider is a common strategy to enhance website speed and reliability. But it's important to identify when these tools become the source of the problem. A practical approach to diagnosing issues is to temporarily disable your CDN. This method allows you to pinpoint whether the CDN is contributing to the issue without making any permanent changes. For instance, many website owners appreciate the benefits of using free CDN enabler plugins, which are designed to improve site performance. If you're among those using such a plugin, troubleshooting could be as simple as deactivating the plugin momentarily. By doing so, you can perform tests on your site in its native state, free from the influence of the CDN. If you don't have access to your WordPress admin dashboard, you'll have to access it via SFTP and rename the plugins folder. Renaming your plugin's name will temporarily disable the CDN connection. Increase your PHP limits or max execution time. Increasing PHP limits on your WordPress site can be a great strategy in addressing the 502 error. WordPress sites, especially those with numerous plugins and custom themes, can be memory intensive. If the PHP memory limit is too low, scripts may fail to execute properly, leading to a 502 error. Increasing the PHP memory ensures that your site scripts have enough memory to run efficiently, reducing the likelihood of such errors. The PHP max execution time specifies how long a script is allowed to run before it is terminated. A complex WordPress site might require more time to execute its PHP scripts, particularly doing resource-intensive operations. Extending the execution time can prevent script timeouts that might cause this error, ensuring that processes complete as intended. Finally, contact your hosting provider. If the steps I just showed haven't resolved your issue, it may be the right moment to reach out to your hosting provider for assistance. If you're a Rapyd Cloud customer, our team of experts is available 24/7 to give you assistance. We offer proactive security solutions like Firewall and malware defense, DDoS attack protection, and virtual patching for enhanced security. Check the link in the description to learn more about our top-tier hosting and how you can unlock the full potential of your WordPress site. We hope these steps have illuminated the path to resolving the 502 error. If you found this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more troubleshooting tips and tech insights. If you managed to fix your error using our guide, share your experiences in the comment section below. See you in the next video.